Okay, here we go. We have a boneless pork loin here. We buy them whole for a couple reasons. First off, it's much less expensive to buy your pork loin whole. Then you can decide what you want to do with the cuts of it. Right now, this is a section of a big one we bought. I'm going to cut this up into pork chops. I am going to do a pork chop. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but I know we're having pork chops and mashed potatoes for dinner. We'll see through the videos as I create and do what we want to do. What I'm going to do right now is create some pork chops, a little bit thicker ones. So I like mine thick. I don't care for the thin ones much. And we will go from there. Okay, as you can see, we've got some pork chops cut. That's the thickness I kind of like. Trying to decide if I'm going to flatten them out a little bit and fry them, or create a nice breading for them and still fry them up in some peanut oil. As they sit here, I'm going to season them a little bit with salt and pepper just to get them started, and I'll make decisions from there. Okay, I have decided to put my pork chops on about a 3-hour brine. Got some pink peppercorns, rosemary, thyme, some pumpkin ale beer. You've seen it before. Really enjoyed that stuff. I want to see how it does on the pork chops. Some salt and some brown sugar. Now we are going to mix it all up, stick it in the fridge, probably turn it a couple times in the next 3 hours, and then we'll get going from there. Okay, we've got potatoes that we're going to be starting here for our pork that has been brining, going on 3 hours here. So we're going to start getting the mashed potatoes ready, and then we'll see what we're going to do with the pork. Okay, I think I've decided what we're going to do with the pork here. We are going to create a wet batter, and we are going to dredge that, and then we're going to dip it in our panko breadcrumbs. So I've got sweet paprika, pepper, roasted garlic, a little bit of sugar in the middle there, some pink salt, added some mustard and ketchup just to add a little bit different flavor. We're going to put a cup of milk in there as well and mix that all together. Okay, we've got our pork chops out of the refrigerator and starting to warm up. And we now have our wet batter ready to go. Okay, we've got our pork chops down in the peanut oil. As you can hear them, they're sizzling up nicely. As you can see, there's an eggshell in this pan. I'd never heard of putting one in while using it. It's supposed to keep it from splattering and burning. So far, so good. Got a little bit of crisp going on. Smelling really good. Can't wait to dig into that. And our potatoes are all mashed up. All I did was a little sour cream and some chicken bouillon. Season it up nice and yummy. Dinner is served. Bon appetit.